None other than Senator Jane Hume is here to talk about cost of living. Of course, she's doing an inquiry about that in the Senate. She's the Shadow Finance Minister. None other than Joe Hildebrand is a future minister in a future forever Labor government. But till then, he toils away here at Sky News and the Daily Telegraph. And the great freedom lover that is Corey Bernardi joins us to discuss plenty of things. So, Jane, let's talk here. Bob Catter tells a story about a person, a teacher, who's living on a veranda. Cost of living, the Reserve Bank governor was getting turned inside out like a pair of socks. We know all the pressures that are on people. Prime Minister today, show of hands, hands up, hands down, hands up, hands down.
Yeah, that was pretty undignified, wasn't it? But, you know, hey, you elect a clown, expect a circus. But what's really important to Australians is what's going on at home when they get their electricity bills, when they're going to the grocery shop and, you know, getting finally the final tally as they empty the trolley and are putting things back on the line, when they're going to the Bowser and filling up there. And most importantly, as we discussed today with the Governor of the Reserve Bank, when they're paying their mortgages. You know, that's what's important to Australians right now. That's why we set up the Cost of Living Committee. It's part of a Senate committee that's travelling right around the country talking about what the real issues are that are affecting Australians today and the solutions to deal with it that won't necessarily be inflationary, that are implementable and that are practical. Because, you know, let's face it, Labor had all the solutions to the cost of living crisis in April last year before the election. They've come into government and done exactly the opposite to what they've said. They haven't given any relief to electricity bills. They haven't brought down grocery prices. They haven't improved the lives of people. What did they say? They said before the election, Tony Burke said, you will feel a change of government in your bank account. Well, you are, certainly, but for all the wrong reasons. And that's why we've set up this committee, because Australia expected an economic plan to deal with the cost of living crisis, but the lack of a plan has meant that Labor has essentially planned to fail. They're talking about everything else other than this, a very important issue. They're full of slogans, they've got no solutions at all, and Australians are crying out for their government to help them.
Well, correct. Next time you talk to a pollster, feel free to give a different answer than you have been giving for the past 7 months, because they think it's amazing. Keep jogging on.